Hey, Jaylen, how are you?
I'm doing well.
That's good. Jaylen, what's the difference between you from the first game until now? And then what have you seen on film from number 16, Traylon Burks?
Well, I think coming from the first game, the obvious thing would kind of be just confidence, being on the field more consistently instead of kind of just spot playing. So being out there with the guys, building confidence in myself and getting confidence from my teammates has kind of been the biggest thing. So I think it's been going well. But I mean, I respect every receiver that we play. I do think that they have a talented group of receivers. So we know that we have to, come in with a great game plan from the coaches, and it's just up to us to do all the things necessary to prepare well and go out and execute it on Saturday.
Charlie?
Hey, Jaylen. I know it's a long way in the past now, but what is something maybe that you focused on this offseason to kind of prepare you for the opportunity you have now, knowing that there's competition at corner going into this season?
Well, to just focus and trust the process, trust into what the coaches have instilled into myself and the entire cornerback room, trust myself and my ability. Um, I've been here for a while, so I've been, instilled in the process, instilled in the program to know what's coming. And it was just up to me to seize the opportunity. And, it's something that everyone knew that I was able to do. It was just about doing it. So really the entire corner room, we all knew what the opportunity was. We all know what we can do, as a group. So I think we'll continue to improve and try to finish out the season as good as we can.
Nick?
Hey, Jaylen, as far as, going back to the Tennessee game, there were some breakdowns in pass coverage, but the last few games you guys have been really solid defensively. What are some of the things you guys maybe changed or things that you want to continue doing that's worked well to minimize kind of breakdowns in coverage?
Just to continue to focus every day in practice, focus on the small details, not just go through the motions, have the intensity to understand what's being instilled from the coaches, and continue to stack the days. We understand that we had a couple good games, we had a couple good plays, but it's about stacking because everything that's been done is now in the past, and it's about what we do going forward. So we're going to continue to trust the coaches and trust our technique, trust each other, continue to stack days to be able to go out and perform at a high level.
Katie?
Hey, Jaylen. Will was just talking about how from early on in the season, the defensive mindset's kind of changed to a more just a lot more fun out there. Do you sense that? Do you feel like the last few weeks have just been more fun for the defense?
Absolutely. I think we're starting to come together as a group, not just as a football team, but off the field. Just coming together as brothers, really. We're starting to have more fun, celebrating with each other, even when things don't go as well. We're always picking each other up, no matter if it's a guy within the same position group or not. A D lineman could come over to a corner could come up to a linebacker because we're our brothers, and we know that's the way it should be. So we've been preaching that as a team, and it's starting to come into effect, and it's starting to show up on Saturdays. So as long as we continue to do so in practice, we look forward to seeing it on Saturdays.
Stephen?
And how has being a dad made that focus even stronger for you?
Man, I mean, it brought out a different type of motivation within me. Not really a motivation that I would think of every time I line up or every time I put on a football helmet. It's just something that's a different type of burn in your stomach that you never want to fail. You want to give her the world. And in order to do that, you have to figure things out. You can't dwell on the past, and you can't be too high in the future. You got to figure out how to be successful in the moment and where your feet are. And that was the main thing that kind of instilled in me when she came about. She definitely was the best thing that ever happened to me. So very blessed, very thankful. I love her very much, and I just try to continue to be successful so I can make her proud and give her the best life that I can at the end of the day.
Tony?
Jaylen, you mentioned the coaching staff a lot and buying into their message. Just how much more comfortable are you with the scheme, you and the whole defense together, these last few weeks? Has there been an increased comfort level from y'all?
Well, we've always been very comfortable with the coaching staff, and that's every coach. So I wouldn't say we were ever really uncomfortable, but Just from within ourselves. I mean, I don't think that it's ever been something that they've done wrong. At the end of the day, as a player, you have to go out and perform well, regardless of what call is made. So that's been within ourselves, and the motivation to be a better defense and to come together as a unit. So it all ties in together. So we trust their game plan, and we trust each other to execute the game plan. And so everything has been tying into each other. So we've been performing well, and we need to continue to do so to continue to perform well. But we've always trusted coaches. We will continue to trust the coaches and their game plan, and we'll continue to work hard at it.
Charlie.
Speaking of coaches, you have a new position coach this year in Coach Valai. Just what's it been like working with him? And now 10 games in, how has that kind of developed?
Working with Coach Jay Valai has been, a great thing for me, and I think every DB on the team. He brings a lot of energy. He's a guy that really cares, not just about football, but as us as people. He wants to see everyone do great, and he's going to make sure that he gets it out of you, which I think that's probably the best trait from him, that he really cares about his players. And he does everything that he can to figure out that player and figure out how he can make him the best player that he can be. And we all appreciate him very much for that. I know I do. So we all love Coach Jay. He's done a great job. He's a really great person as well. So,
Stephen.
Jaylen, nobody likes injuries, but Trey Sanders gets this chance to really kind of show the world why he was highly rated coming out of high school. What have you seen from him in practice that's going to make him just a great compliment to B-Rock?
Well, like you said, we all know that he's a great talent with just an unfortunate series of events. But we all know the type of player he is. We all know the type of person he is. I think that we're starting to see more confidence from within himself and him really getting back to the Trey that we all know that he is. Not that he was, but that he still is. So, we look forward to seeing him continue to grow into it and seize the moment in which we all know he can do. And, hopefully everyone else will see everything that we've been seeing. So I think that he'll continue to grow into his situation.